What do you think it takes to be the richest person in history? Many people might assume it's a modern day billionaire like Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates, but the title actually belongs to a man who lived almost 700 years ago, Mansa Musa, the emperor of the Mali Empire in West Africa. In this video, we will explore the fascinating story of Mansa Musa, from his rise to power to his famous Hajj to Mecca and his enduring legacy in the history and culture of West Africa. The Mali Empire. Before we can fully appreciate Mansa Musa's story, we need to understand the context of the Mali Empire, which existed from the 13th to the 16th century in what is now Mali, Senegal, and Mauritania. The Mali Empire was one of the most powerful and influential empires in West Africa, and it was built on the wealth of its natural resources, particularly gold and salt. The empire controlled the trans-Saharan trade routes that ran from the West Africa coast to North Africa and the Middle East, and it used its control of these routes to amass a great deal of wealth and influence. The Mali Empire was also notable for its complex political structure, which included a centralized government and a system of appointed officials. The emperor or Mansa held supreme authority over the empire, but he was advised by a council of elders and appointed officials who oversaw various aspects of government, including trade, agriculture, and military affairs. Religion played an important role in the Mali Empire as well. Islam had spread across West Africa through trade and commerce, and many of the ruling elite in the empire were Muslim. However, the empire was also home to a variety of traditional African religions, and there was a great deal of syncretism between Islam and traditional African beliefs. The rise of Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa was not the first ruler of the Mali Empire, but was one of the most famous and accomplished rulers of the Mali Empire, coming to power in 1312 after the death of his predecessor Abu Bakr II. He was a devout Muslim, and his faith was a central part of his life and reign. He commissioned the construction of new mosques and religious schools throughout the empire and encouraged Islamic scholars to come and teach in his courts. Under his leadership, the Mali Empire continued to expand its borders and consolidate its power, controlling much of West Africa, including modern-day Mali, Senegal, Mauritania, and parts of Ghana, Niger, and Guinea. Mansa Musa's military campaign brought new territories and wealth to the empire, including access to the gold mines of the Akan people in modern-day Ghana. But Mansa Musa was not just a conqueror. He was a builder and patron of the art. He also brought in architects, scholars, and artisans from across the Islamic world to build and decorate his capital city of Niani, which was said to be a marvel of engineering and design. The Hajj to Mecca. Mansa Musa's journey began in 1324, when he set out from the Malian city of Niani with an entourage of thousands of people. This entourage included soldiers, merchants, and slaves, as well as musicians, storytellers, and other performers. Mansa Musa himself was dressed in gold brocade and rode on horseback at the head of the procession. As he traveled across the Sahara Desert, Mansa Musa encountered many different people and cultures. He stopped in various cities and towns along the way, including Gao and Timbuktu, both of which were important centers of learning and trade in West Africa. In his place he visited, Mansa Musa was greeted with a great ceremony and respect, and he often held lavish banquets and receptions. One of the most famous encounters on Mansa Musa's journey was with the Sultan of Egypt, Al-Nasir Muhammad. When Mansa Musa arrived in Cairo, he was greeted with great fanfare and was invited to meet with the Sultan. According to some historical account, Mansa Musa presented the Sultan with a gift of 50,000 gold dinars, a sum that was worth an estimated 1.5 billion in today's currency. Mansa Musa's wealth and generosity were legendary, and they left a lasting impression on the people he encountered on his journey. One chronicler who witnessed Mansa Musa's arrival in Cairo wrote, "The Sultan was astonished at his visitor's magnificence and the great retinue which followed him. He gave alms to the poor, distributed presents among the rich, and showed such munificence in his gift and charities that his visit left a lasting impression on the people of Cairo." Mansa Musa's generosity extended to the holy site of Islam as well. During his Hajj, he donated large sums of money and gifts to mosques and other religious institutions. One of the most famous examples of his generosity is the Mosque of Mansa Musa in Timbuktu, which he had built on his return from Makkah. The mosque, which is still standing today, is considered one of the greatest architectural achievements of the Mali Empire. The impact of Mansa Musa's Hajj. Mansa Musa's Hajj had a significant impact on the economics of the regions he passed through. According to some historical accounts, Mansa Musa's lavish spending on gold and gift caused inflation in Cairo, and the value of gold in Egypt reportedly dropped for a decade after his visit. Mansa Musa's generosity during his Hajj also helped him gain recognition and respect from other leaders in the Islamic world. His meeting with the Sultan of Egypt also particularly notable, as the Sultan was reportedly impressed by Mansa Musa's wealth and generosity. Mansa Musa also made donation to several mosques, including the Great Mosque of Jini, which he had rebuilt in the Mali Empire's distinctive Sudano-Sahelian architectural style. His support of education and scholarship also helped spread knowledge and culture throughout the empire. The influence of Mansa Musa's journey on the spread of Islam. Mansa Musa's journey to Mecca had a profound impact on the spread of Islam in West Africa. As a devout Muslim, Mansa Musa was deeply committed to promoting and supporting the religion. He brought back scholars and architects from his travels to build mosques and schools in the Mali Empire, and he also established religious centers and libraries to promote Islamic education. Mansa Musa's journey also helped spread knowledge of Islamic scholarship and culture to other parts of the world. Scholars and intellectuals from across the Islamic world were drawn to the Mali Empire, attracted by the patronage and support of Mansa Musa. They brought with them new ideas, knowledge, and culture, which helped enrich the intellectual and cultural life of the empire. Overall, Mansa Musa's Hajj had a significant impact on the spread of Islam in West Africa, helping to establish it as a dominant religion in the region and promoting trade and cultural connections between West Africa and the Islamic world. Mansa Musa was a remarkable figure in the history of West Africa, and his story is a testament to the power of leadership, generosity, and faith. He left an indelible mark on the history and culture of the region, and his legacy can still be felt to this day. From his rise to power as Emperor of the Mali Empire, to his journey to Makkah and his encounters with other rulers and leaders along the way, Mansa Musa's story is one of the most fascinating and inspiring in the history of Africa. It serves as a reminder that great leaders can come from anywhere, and that their influence can be felt far beyond the borders of their own empires and kingdoms. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more interesting videos.